Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cricket Wicket, and with the T20 World Cup coming around the corner, today I'll be telling my 15-man squad for India to travel to Australia. While I'm listing my predicted squad, do try and do the same and tell me in the comment section if there are any changes you would like to make from my squad. So without further ado, let's get started. I will list the players based on their roles, so let's start with the batsmen. Something India really has to figure out is who will be their openers. Players who have opened for India in T20 internationals recently include Ishan Kishan, Deepak Hooda, Rishabh Pant, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sanju Samson is also an option, and we're not even talking about Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul and Virat Kohli. The reason I think India have tried multiple different opening combinations is because look, KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan were the primary choices to open with Rohit Sharma. Since the 2022 IPL, KL Rahul is injured and Ishan Kishan has not played his required role. He has been inconsistent, so India was forced to try and find the perfect combination for their openers, and hence they had to experiment. This question will still come to haunt India as all the batsmen I picked have opened for India. I'm talking about Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav and Deepak Hooda. Rohit Sharma seals one of the spot as an opener. With him, I have Surya Kumar Yadav opening. I feel the versatility and freedom he has can be used better in the power play where there are only two fielders outside the inner circle, and we have seen what he's capable of doing as an opener in the West Indies tour. The shots he can play are just unbelievable. Whether he slices the ball or pulls the ball with one leg in the air, he is India's 360 degrees player. I've also selected KL Rahul, who I'm picking on the basis that he will recover from his injury. Because if you're going to select Virat Kohli, who has not played much T20 cricket since the IPL as he was rested, the same should apply for KL Rahul as long as he is fit. He is one of the most consistent T20 batsmen. In the IPL, he has scored more than 590 runs every season since 2018. He has had experience batting down the order, so if required, he can do so. I feel that Virat Kohli has had enough break and has to find his rhythm during the Asia Cup, because if not then when? What would be interesting to see is if he continues to play aggressively, because that would mean his run scored would be impacted due to the aggressive nature he would play in. The fifth batsman was a tough call. You have the likes of Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, but I decided to go for Deepak Hooda because of two reasons. Firstly, he is in brilliant form. From the IPL, he has upped his aggression and is able to play the big shots. He has had a brilliant start to his T20 international career, already getting his maiden century because he's not afraid to take on the bowlers. Secondly, he can roll his arm too.
इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ। ओ हाँ भाई, हम भी कर लेंगे, इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है?
Meaning everyone can roll their arm, but he can bowl 1 to 2 overs, which as a captain is a gift to have. The keepers were the easiest to pick. Rishabh Pant is an automatic selection. He's a bit inconsistent, but he's able to single-handedly change the momentum of the game, which is crucial in the shortest format of this game. I feel that Dinesh Karthik has done enough to seal his spot as a finisher and as a backup keeper. I don't think Rahul would play as a keeper. He would mainly focus on his batting, especially as he's coming from an injury. Dinesh Karthik has worked extremely hard to prove to everyone that his career is far from finished for India and has played his finishing role to perfection. Something I like from the Indian management is that they've given a clear role to Dinesh Karthik as to when he should enter the field, which is around the 15th over mark, and this way Karthik has clarity on his role.
तू समझा?
India has a lot of potential all-rounders, be it Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar or Akshar Patel, but I feel that anyone can figure out which primary all-rounders would be selected. It is Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja. Hardik's bowling addition has boosted India's armory. His pace is back to the 140s and he has proven to be a wicket-taking bowler. His batting has to be acknowledged too. He has been able to adapt to the responsibility of a number 5 batsman. On the other hand, Ravindra Jadeja's batting has also grown to a different level in the past few years. He has finished matches for India regularly, but he's not always going to bowl you 4 overs. The third all-rounder I picked is Ravi Ashwin. He's not a wicket-taking bowler, but he controls the flow of runs under wicket-taking bowlers like Chahal. Whether or not he gets a chance to play depends on what the track offers in Australia. The bowlers is a category where India has the most variety in. We saw in the IPL the rise of many fast bowlers, be it Mohsin Khan, Umran Malik, Mukesh Chaudhary, but it is too soon for guys like those to perform in this year's World Cup. So there are 5 spots remaining for the bowlers. Bumrah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Chahal have booked their tickets. That remains 2 spots. I think everyone has been absolutely impressed by what Arshdeep Singh has been doing consistently with the ball, especially in the death overs. He had the second best economy in the death overs in this year's IPL, and in international cricket, he has consistently bowled the hard overs without leaking runs. That's why I've selected him in my side, because those who are in gold form headed towards the World Cup, just like Deepak Hooda, should get a chance to play in this World Cup. If the tracks are pacey or bouncy, you are going to play 3 seamers excluding Hardik Pandya, so you definitely need a backup. I don't know if you can consider this guy as a seamer, but I've selected Harshal Patel. Bumrah has Yorkers, Bhuvi has swing, Harshal has a slower ball. Whether or not he is a backup or starts in the playing 11,
that's above my pay grade.
And what you can see from these 4 pacers is that they all bowl in the death overs. That is fantastic, because you can then bowl Bhuvneshwar Kumar 3 overs in the power play. You can play with 3 overs of Bumrah before the death overs. So it's nothing but good news. A reason why Shami is not in my squad is because he doesn't seem to be in the scheme of plans. Despite having a brilliant IPL since the 2021 World Cup, Shami has not been part of India's T20 squad, which shows that the management has moved on from him.
गजब बेइज्जती है.
I was also thinking about selecting Akshar Patel, but you can't select 2 players who play the exact same role.
क्यों नहीं?
So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tata and adios.